I grew up in a very poor environment, Watson, Compton, South Central Los Angeles. I experienced the riots and all of the urban blight, racism, war in Vietnam, the civil rights movement, all of these kinds of things. I was certainly very much shaped by all of that, and I was blessed to be born into a family that, although we lacked financial and material resources, we had a very strong culture within our family of learning and truth. And then even ethnically, I have 10 different bloodlines from what I understand that sort of go into constituting me. So I can say sort of by nature, I'm an integral being. And as I began to go out into my professional life, I knew that I was going to have to pull things together from a lot of different perspectives. To me, bioenergetic medicine really is an important next phase in this continuing evolution of health and healing. I have experienced the frustrations all along my traditional medical training path of even introducing the context, into that context, the concept of energy, outside of what we may call simply the most simplistic functional energy, that is the electricity that goes into technology and devices of this nature, but the idea that we as human beings are energy fields ourselves, and that this concept of bioenergetics underlies so much of what we experience as harmony or disharmony on a cellular basis. That was, and to this day still is, for the most part, a foreign concept in traditional Western medicine. So to find people such as yourself and some of our great colleagues who are out there who are pioneering work in this field of bioenergetics, it's like finding your family. That's really important because institutions can be cruel. The medical profession, particularly the allopathic medical institution, can be extremely cruel. Doctors or health professionals in general who have dared to look from other perspectives upon this issue of disease, imbalance, and therefore their sense of their responsibility to bring about harmony and to bring about wholeness and to bring about wellness, many of them have encountered tremendous resistance and opposition and even persecution from the established institutions. What bioenergetics, however, today as a field really represents is a way to harmonize all of this, rather than seeing it as something that is the true answer counterposed to what is a failing dogma that has no true relevance anymore. That kind of oppositional portrayal doesn't serve anyone any good. So bioenergetics is far more mature than that.
Yeah.
And this technology,
it
is designed to unify, and this technology here is a great example of the leading edge approaches that are out there to integrating our latest understanding of quantum physics, of mathematics, of dimensionality, set theory, of the human energy matrix, of consciousness, of all of the different dynamics that take place from a subatomic quantum level up to a large environmental scale level, as we are going about our experience of living, of being. So I'm just happy to have this opportunity. You know, I'm rambling on, and if anyone's watching what we're saying here, I apologize for that. Though I do get hyped up, I understand how important this technology is. I understand how challenging it is sometimes to get it out there into the mainstream for acceptance. And at the same time, I congratulate you as being truly this vanguard of pioneering in this field. And my good friend. My good friend.
Yeah, and the technology is designed to create integration. It does that, organically within the body, but it's also designed to be a core piece for integrating treatments or modalities and integrating people. It's cohesive, unified fields. Unified fields, dense informational fields. It's communication. It's to heighten communication and that ability for people to connect and come together in harmony. So every boardroom should have one.
Every hospital should have much of it.
Well, and it's also, I was brought in to speak for the International Clinical Trials Conference, which is the drug trials and things, because they're looking at how to eliminate some of the toxic side effects of the drugs, or when somebody's had an adverse effect from the trials, how to get the drug detoxed out of the system faster to eliminate problems. So it's also integrated that way as far as how do we maximize the benefits of all the models, so how to bring everything to a higher level.
Without being intending to be self-serving here, but there is another big important aspect of my background, which is that in addition to all of my health and medicine career, I've had a 22-year career in telecommunications. And what's relevant there is that I have always said that whether I'm in telecommunications or I'm in medicine and health, that healing is the restoring of the proper channels of communication. Whether it's communication that's taking place on a cellular level, or a subatomic level, on a total system level, or an environmental ecosystem level, we still are talking about channels or passageways of communication. And I suppose that one of the simplistic ways of looking at this technology would be to say that somehow there's this incredible way that blocked lines of communication on the multiple levels of our experience can be put back into a harmony, into a resonance, and therefore channels are reopened so that the natural energy and the natural intelligence of nature, our genetic intelligence, our matrix field intelligence, and our conscious intention can all be brought into an open channel so that the healing can be complete. I'd say another thing that's really exciting to me is to know that there's this great lasting effects and not just a momentary, not just one of those little bleeps on the screen, it's like, oh yeah, well, this is cool, but like come back in 3 days and it's all wasted away. The fact that you can have a cumulative effect and you can have a lasting effect as a result of the immersion in the field is, of course, very, very important.
Very important, because then you're not dependent on a momentary thing. It's self-regenerative, which is how we are designed to be. It's self-regenerative, self-healing.